This is Force 13 with another update on what is now Super Typhoon Yutu. And here's the latest information from the Joint Typhoon Warning Centre, currently located 13.9 degrees north, 147.1 degrees east. Maximum sustained winds 145 knots, gusting 175 knots. And the Super Typhoon 31W is around 109 nautical miles southeast of SAIPAN, tracking northwestward at 10 knots over the last 6 hours, and maximum wave height is 50 feet. Here's the latest Joint Typhoon Warning Centre's track chart on the system. Animated enhanced infrared satellite imagery shows a 20 nautical mile round eye. It's actually increased since our last update. Now the life of the typhoon up to a few hours ago. Surrounded by symmetric deep convection with bands of extremely deep convection to the north and south. The eye is tilted slightly to the northeast with height. This is accounted for in the initial position. The initial intensity of 145 knots is between 48 current intensity estimates of T7 140 knots and T7.5 155 knots. However, the environment remains favourable with moderate 15 to 20 knots of vertical wind shear, excellent radial outflow, warm sea surface temperatures around 29 to 30 Celsius, and the cyclone or typhoon is tracking along the southwestern periphery of a subtropical ridge. The steering ridge to the northeast is expected to continue steering the Super Typhoon northwest to west-northwest up to the next 72 hours. Environment conditions will remain favourable for continued gradual intensification through 24 hours. Steady intensity through 48 hours, gradually weakening due to high vertical wind shear by 72 hours. The typhoon warning continues for the following locations: Radar, Tinian, Saipan. Tropical storm warning continues for the following locations: Guam, Alamacan, Pagan and Agrahan. Flash flood watch is also in effect for Guam and the Northern Marianas. That's from the National Weather Service in Guam. Now we have a look at a couple of models, the HWRF, but we start off with the GFS. Apology, HWRF first, GFS second. However, here's the latest upper level divergence. I did mention in my previous update that the divergence was around 50 knots. It's down around 20 to 30. Around the 72-hour mark, the typhoon is forecast to begin turning slowly around the steering ridge axis while continuing to weaken. However, in the extended period, the guidance envelope is huge, with over 1,000 nautical miles of spread between the northern and southern outliners. The 850 millibar vorticity followed by the 24-hour shear tendency. There are 3 clusters in the guidance. The southern cluster consists of the UK Met, the GAL-REM and the JGSM, and predicts a westward to west-southwest track, primary to a steering ridge to the northwest. The northern cluster consists of NEFGEM, the COAMPS, the GFS, predicts recurvature due to an approaching mid-latitude trough prior to the 72-hour mark. Now we have a look at the NOAA floaters, and the Typhoon had a 24 nautical mile diameter eye. It dropped to 18 and now it's back up to 20. And please check out the International Space Station flying over the Typhoon. It's on our main channel. The ECMW, the GFS ensemble means for the most part this cluster predicts a slight northward turn by 120-hour mark as the second mid-latitude trough creates a weakness in the steering ridge. Most members of the ECMWF ensemble suggest the middle cluster is the most plausible scenario, whilst the Joint Typhoon Warning Centre forecast track follows the middle cluster. Uncertainty is very high for the extended portion of the JTWC's forecast. Now we have a look at a couple of tracks. And you can clearly see from the various models their tracks a northward or even a northeast curve. When viewing non-official weather sources, caution needs to be applied as the picture does change. And here's the track chart of the Japanese Meteorological Agency. EPS track guidance. We will continue to bring the latest information on this system. And this is a look at, I think it's the Spaghetti UK Met model.
You can follow Follow Force 13's outlets, the website force13.com with the latest. You can also find our YouTube page. You're probably there already, but if not, subscribe if you haven't so far. You can also find our Facebook page, Force 13 all in text, and it's at Force 13 on Twitter if you'd like to get in touch with us on there. You can also help the project become even better by enjoying the benefits of patronage. You can find out more information about how to become a patron and what those benefits are at patreon.com/Force13. You can also add Force 13 on Skype and Fool 13 at extension 9094 on Discord for tropical weather chat.